Hey guys, it's Maya, and today I'm going to be doing another UCONN Q&A. This one's going to be about eating and lifestyle, so specifically dining halls, restaurants, and different types of school supplies. I have 10 questions for you today, so let's get started. So the first question is, what is the best dining hall? I feel like I talk about Putnam in all of my Q&As and all my vlogs, so I have to say hands down, Putnam is the best dining hall. Although I've only tried 5 out of the 8 dining halls on campus. I haven't tried Northwest, North, or Towers. But of the other 5 that I've tried, I have to say Putnam is the best. I really love their make your own smoothie bar, and there's 2 floors, which means there's a lot of different options. Just a side note, if you're a picky eater, don't stress out about not being able to find anything that you like. I'm a picky eater and I can always find multiple options at any dining hall I go to. Okay, so the next question is, what is downtown Storrs like? There's an Insomnia Cookies, a CVS, an ATM, a smaller health and wellness center, the Puppetry Theater, a Barnes & Noble / bookstore, and then a large open area in the middle with tables and chairs that you can sit at. And then further down from that main area, there's a Starbucks, a bank, a hair salon, and a laundromat. And then further down from that area, then there's a Price Chopper. And in addition to all of these places, there's a lot of restaurants, which leads me to the next question, which is, what are the best restaurants? So my favorite restaurants are Muya for burgers, Domino's and Blaze for pizza, Chang's Garden for Chinese food, DP Dough for calzones, Eat Joy for rice bowls and boba tea, and Dogland Cafe for a more fancy, expensive sit-down type of place with a large variety of options. So the next question is, can you explain the meal plan terms? I think I tried to do this in one of my earlier Q&As, but I prepared my answer this time, so it's not all over the place. This one's really important, and just a disclaimer, you might get very confused with this explanation. I know I was very confused with all these terms until I actually started using them myself, but don't worry, it'll come naturally to you once you're on campus. So there are 3 meal plan terms: points, Husky Bucks, and Flex Passes. In order to use any of these types of currencies, you just swipe your Husky ID card or you hand it to the cashier. First up is points. You can only get points with whatever meal plan you choose. You can use them at any cafe, Freshens in the rec center, or at the Union Market Street in the student union. 1 point equals $1. Next up, there's Husky Bucks. Again, 1 Husky Buck is the equivalent of $1. You can use them in most chain restaurants or any eateries in downtown Storrs, student union, etc. You don't get Husky Bucks with any meal plan, but you can put Husky Bucks into your account anytime throughout the year, but there is a small fee. Lastly, there's Flex Passes. Flex Passes comes with any meal plan you choose. You can use a Flex Pass to swipe someone into a dining hall, so if they live off campus and don't have a meal plan, or if your family and friends are visiting, you can use a Flex Pass to swipe them into the dining hall. So the other function of Flex Passes is for grab and go. So 1 Flex Pass will get you a make your own sandwich / wrap, a snack which can consist of pretzels, chips, cookies, brownies, popcorn, etc., and then 1 fountain drink. So the next question is, do you have to live on campus to be able to eat there? The short answer to this is yes. If you live in one of the dorms, you can pick from one of the 3 meal plans. So like I just said, if you live off campus, you can have someone else that lives on campus swipe you in with a Flex Pass so you can eat in a dining hall. But other than that, you mostly have to cook for yourself. And then if you're a commuter student, I believe there's a different type of meal plan that you can get. Not entirely sure, I don't know too much about commuter students, but I think there's a special plan that you can get. So the next question is, how do people typically carry their student ID? I feel like there are 3 main ways that people carry their student ID. So the first one is the stick-on pocket / card holder that goes on the back of their phone. I think this one's a popular one because it's just easily accessible to just take your card out and swipe you into a dorm building or into a dining hall. I think most guys carry them in their wallets, and then a lot of girls carry them in a wristlet like this. This is how I do it. I'm not going to turn it around because it has my student ID actually in the front of it, and I don't want to show you my student ID number and all that type of stuff. But yeah, this is my favorite option because I also hook my mailroom key and my dorm room key on here, so everything's just on one thing. I mean, I guess that's bad because if you lost it, you lose everything, but that's how I do it. The next question is, what is your favorite place to study? My favorite place to study is in my room, sitting on my bed. I'm nice and comfortable in my room, it's nice and quiet in my room, so it's the perfect spot. Sometimes I like going to the student union to work on homework just to get coffee or get something to eat while I do it. I'm not a huge fan of doing work in the library or sitting outside or going to the lounge on my floor. A lot of other people do that and it's a personal choice, but not my favorite options. The next question is, what kind of laptop should I get? So it's completely up to the individual and their personal preferences. I know a lot of people use MacBooks, Dell, HP, Chromebooks, etc. Some people use iPads or some sort of tablet because they like writing on them with a stylus to take notes. And then some people use both the iPad and a laptop. Just to let you guys know, I use a MacBook Pro 15-inch. It's from 2017 and it's 512 gigabytes, I believe. You don't need that much storage. I just use a lot of storage because editing videos takes up a lot of space on my computer. And then I bought the Microsoft Office applications instead of using Pages or Google Docs or some other platform. I guess the main things that you need to consider when deciding what computer to get would be what brands you're already familiar with. Do you prefer handwriting something with a stylus or typing them yourself? How heavy will the computer be? How long will the battery last? Or do you need to carry the charger around with you because your battery will die? And then definitely get something with a microphone and camera, especially during these times when we'll be taking online classes. So the next question is, what school supplies should I get? Again, I believe this one is completely up to personal preference. I'll just tell you what supplies I use, so maybe you can get an idea of what to get. I like typing all of my notes, so I will use Microsoft Office's OneNote to do all these notes. In some classes, the teacher doesn't allow you to take a computer out, so if I can't use my computer in that class, I'll just handwrite them in a regular old notebook. I like using a single subject notebook per class instead of getting a 3-subject or a 5-subject notebook and using it for all of my classes. I also use graph paper notebooks for all of my math classes. I'm also not the type of person to use loose leaf paper and then stick them in a binder. And then there's a bunch of smaller office type of things that I'll either keep in my backpack or keep in my dorm room on my desk. So that consists of pens, pencils, whiteout, a pencil sharpener, scissors, tape, erasers, a stapler, just the basics really. And then I'd recommend a student planner that fits in your backpack or a large desk calendar or some sort of calendar that you can stick on a wall. This definitely helps you stay on top of things, and this was absolutely crucial during online classes. And then the last question is, what do people wear to class? Once again, I think this completely depends on the person. Some people get all dressed up for class and look really nice. Some people look like they just rolled out of bed. People really don't judge you on what you wear, so don't stress out about it too much. A lot of people wear UCONN merch of sorts. Student athletes typically wear their UCONN like windbreaker outfit with their backpack or any other article of clothing with their name on it because it just makes everyone know that they're a student athlete. Personally, I go with whatever's comfortable, so I'll just throw on a sweatshirt and leggings. So that was the end of this Q&A. I tried to keep it as short as possible. I've been trying to keep all my videos on the shorter side actually. As usual, if you have any questions about UCONN or my experience, leave them in the comments below, and if you have any other UCONN themed video ideas or any other video ideas in general, leave those in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed my video and I hope you learned something from it. I hope I could relieve some of your stress if you're an incoming freshman. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my social media down below, and I'll see you next time.